Welcome back, trainers. We're going to be taking a look at some more Stunfisk because I have to say, yes, we all know it is highly ranked in the Great League. Performance-wise, it's going to be fantastic, but I just have to bring you some more battles because the thing is just pulling in wins. It is amazing, and I have to bring you the best potential because in my last video, we took a look at a good amount of battles, but it wasn't really that many. This one is going to have a lot more. So our first opponent is going to be 907 Villain Kids. All of my opponents for this video are going to be from Anchorage, Alaska, as a matter of fact, and they all participate in local tournaments, and they all are pretty good as well. All right, so I didn't tell them exactly what I was going to use at all, so they had no idea or anything like that. Stunfisk obviously is going to be the highlight here. We're going to be playing best of 5, so whoever can get to 3 wins first is going to be declared the winner. So this is going to be our first battle. Let's see what we have going on. Let's get into the commentary here. And I'm going to say, man, absolutely a must have on your team. This thing is crazy, amazing, good. And I'm also going to be using Beedrill just for this battle. And then towards the end, we're going to take a look at Alakazam with Counter, the Community Day move, see how it does perform. All right, so up against the Galarian Stunfisk on the other end here, we went for that drill run with our Beedrill here, still rocking the Infestation because I just simply didn't swap it yet, and Infestation's actually pretty good. Although you probably want to run Poison Jab because you're going to be able to deal super effective to the Azumarill, right? And it doesn't charge that much faster with Infestation, a little bit, which could make all the difference depending upon your strategy. So we have the Skarmory out here. It wasn't looking so hot, but now we're looking pretty good. We're going to go for Earthquake here. It's not going to be super effective, as a matter of fact, not very effective, but we're going to be getting stabbed. So I just decided to just compare it to see how much damage, and it's not bad at all, right? We're looking good here. So he's going to be able to get off another Sky Attack. If he does have a bunch of built-up energy and gets off another one, we're done for. So we need to get off this Rock Slide here and hope it takes him out, because otherwise I think it's going to be a game over for us. But we're able to take the win there. So we are going to be battling 3 different locals from Anchorage. So on to the next battle with 907 Villain Kids. Starting it off with the Lantern here. He's going in with the Dugong. This is a perfect position for us. Fantastic. Going to be going for that Thunderbolt here. And obviously super effective and not very effective from the Dugong to the Lantern. He's making a swap into the Vigoroth. And I make a very slow switch into my Meganium here. Probably not the best idea, but I wanted to build up a little bit more energy on the Lantern here. Vigoroth is going to be hitting me with a bunch of these body slams, which are going to add up very quick. The body slam spam is real, as well as Counter doing a ton of damage. Vigoroth is such a very nice pick for the Great League here. Pretty much, Meganium is in a little bit of trouble. We can't go in with Stunfisk because, I mean, we could, but Counter's going to be doing a lot of damage. And then we have to look out for potentially the ground type move that Vigoroth does have. So we're just going to go in here with the Lantern, hit it with Thunderbolt, and block it up. Make sure we preserve that health, swap into Stunfisk, because pretty much that was the threat to the Stunfisk, that Vigoroth. But we took it out, so we don't really have too much to worry about. Yes, the Dugong is going to be able to lower our attack, but I'm not really too worried about that at this point. Shields are down on their end, and we do have a Lantern in the back. So we're just doing a little comparison here, seeing how much damage the Earthquake is going to do. It's doing a good amount. I went for that because, well, shields are down, mine as well. And yes, Rock Slide's going to be super effective, but there's going to be no stab. We're able to take it out there and swap into our Lantern. And he does have a Golbat in the bag. Pretty much have this one in the bag here. Going to be going for that Thunderbolt. It's going to take a couple more quick moves, and we're going to be able to take the win. Now I'm going to be using Shadow Articuno. I do believe it's Shadow Articuno. Yes, it is. All right. So we're met with a Cresselia with Confusion. It's doing a decent amount of damage here, but we're going to reduce that dramatically right about now. Well, not dramatically, one stage, right? A little bit less. And Articuno, as it is fairly tanky. Yeah, it's got a bit of bulk to it, and we only have one move on this because I just don't see it necessary to purchase another one. I mean, it's totally worth it if you wanted to, because it is a fantastic pick, but I just don't want to invest in it. In comes a Bastodon, it's game over for the Articuno, game over. But what I did this time around, a little sneaky me, I went with Stunfisk and Whiscash. Talk about spam, all right? So they don't want to see any of that. They swap into a Stunfisk here. Now, I could have stayed with the Whiscash, but I just, blind swapped. We're going to be letting that Earthquake go through here. because what I'm going to do is go back in with the Whiscash, and we'll be able to just take over at that point. We just need to get that shield down. Now, what I do here is I kind of give the illusion as if I'm building up to the Earthquake, and we hit it with a Rock Slide. Not very effective. We got that last shield. Beautiful. Beautiful. So Steel resist as well as Ground. So yeah, I wouldn't have done much. Earthquake's obviously super effective. Going in here with the Whiscash, and we have a ton of energy built up. So we're looking beautiful. Now, we do have a pretty healthy Bastodon, but I mean, Stone Edge, Flamethrower, both of those are not very effective. And, well, we also have a shield, so this is obviously game over. And we're going to be able to take the win. Good game, and thank you for those battles here. I do believe we're going to be moving on to our next opponent, Boknoy. Now, he does host local tournaments here, and he's still continuing to do that remotely, of course. And I just simply don't do the Silph Arena anymore. It's just nothing against our local trainers, nothing at all, nothing against him. I just don't like Silph Arena anymore because of the people that do, like, just the whole atmosphere revolving around it, just the whole elitist deal. But like I said, I gotta make sure I emphasize this. He does a fantastic job. All the people that, or most of the people that battle here are not like that at all, right? This is my own personal feeling. So we hit him with the Blizzard. Hit him with the Blizzard. Let's get it. All right, so going in with the Azumarill. And yeah, we're pretty much just going to play this out here. We're locked in, right? So not locked in anymore. You can swap. But I decide to just keep going because I don't want to get switch locked. Now, I could have... Why didn't I hit that Mud Bomb? What? I had that, right? Anyways, going in here with the Stunfisk. So let's see what we can do. We're going to be going for Earthquake, I do believe, right? Building up a little bit more. Going for Rock Slide, opposite. Okay. Yep, of course I am. All right, no shield there. And I think we're just going to go for, yep, Earthquake now. This is going to definitely KO. But of course he decides to shield up. Now what I'm going to do is shield this. And once he has used up that energy, go in with my Altaria. And now it's not a threat. But he has Baston. So can I play around this, guys? Do you think I can win this? Do you think so? Maybe? Huh? Let's see what happens. Anyway. Bastion's just going to absolutely rip and tear me. Now, when he used his energy here, I was like, okay, now I can win. I have a chance to win. I need to farm a little bit here and hit my charge right before he's about to get to his. So basically what he could have done to win this is farm my Altaria all the way down and just had a bunch of energy, and that's, you know, the way he could have done it. Flamethrower me and then Stone Edge the Altaria or something, or maybe just Smackdown all the way, right? Just tips, just tips here. So for the next match, I'm using Lapras, and it does have Surf and Skull Bash. I don't really use this too often. And we had a great lead. Swapping into our Stunfisk when they're going into their Hypno here. And it is a Thunder Punch. So I was kind of a little nervous that it might be a Fire Punch. And I don't know if it's going to be a Double Punch at this point. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and let this one go through, I do believe. Let's see what it's going to be. It's going to be a Shadow Ball. So doing it, it's a good amount of damage. But the Stunfisk is still holding in here. Resisted damage from the Confusions because Steel resists Confusion or Psychic types. And I let this go through because I thought he was going to bait me with a Thunder Punch. We would have survived, but it was a Shadow Ball, so well played, sir. Going to go ahead and go in here with the Lapras and just hit the Skull Bash. Let's go ahead and raise our defense here and do a ton of damage to that Hypno. Now we're looking pretty good. 2 shields, raised defense on the Lapras. That's something you don't really want to see. He has that Altaria coming back in here. We're going to go ahead and shield this up. Probably didn't need to waste a shield here, but since we're so beefy, I just wanted to. Bringing in the Probopass to ruin my day and my shields. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Cherim Sunny here. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and use this. Thing is actually so good, right? I got to play it correctly. It's not like some god tier. But with Bullet Seed, Dazzling Gleam, and Weather Ball, well, you can take out those Dragon types as well as those Grass and Steel. And up against the Probopass here, we're doing a good amount of damage, able to take it out. In comes the Altaria and immediately wrecks us. So, wow, this is going to be a close one. Can I get to a Skull Bash? Yes, I can. Yeah, this is going to KO the Altaria here. We're going to be able to take the win. Now, if you guys have a link to a good mic that can clip into an Android phone, please tell me. Please link it to me. I'm dying over here with this piece of junk thing. It's like I'm losing my mind. So let's focus on these battles. Alakazam, what do you know? Let's go. Let's see what it does. Decent matchup. It can't take a hit. We at least were able to do super effective there. Bringing in the Registeel, and we're going to go ahead and make a swap right as we're expecting that Flash Cannon to absorb that not very effective Flash Cannon. But we do have to look out for Focus Blast, right? That's going to be super effective and do a ton of damage to us. Hitting us with that, we're going to be bringing up a shield, looking great. We're going to be going for Rock Slide, see if we can, get a shield. Let's hope. We get a shield, fantastic. And at this point, I'm not too sure what I do. Hitting me with a Flash Cannon. Now, the reason why I think he went for the Flash Cannon right there is because he thought I was maybe at another Earthquake and got nervous and wanted to just swap and maybe catch something. I don't know. That's just me guessing here. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring in my own Azumarill at this point. Hitting me with Play Rough, that's not a good sign because we have Hydro Pump and he will be able to win this matchup here because, well, Hydro Pump is not very effective and Play Rough is doing neutral stab damage, right? So let's go ahead and see here. Obviously going to be going for a Play Rough, right? And you can already see the comparison, how far behind we are and how much faster he's going to be able to get to that Play Rough. Oh, he's hitting me with an Ice Beam. Oh, very interesting. Maybe he thought I have no more shields. So, okay, interesting play. I'm going to go ahead and swap into the Stunfisk here and go ahead and go for the Rock Slide. I was really didn't know exactly how I was going to play this out. So they're going back in here with the Registeel. We're going to go ahead and go with the Rock Slide and get a shield. Or KO. Oh, so close. So at this point, we know they have energy, so we have to throw in our Azumarill to just absorb this. We're not going Alakazam. We have no more shields. So we're going to go here, Alakazam. We have a Fire Punch ready. In comes Tropius. Fire Punch Alakazam is going to be doing a ton of damage, and we take the win. Looking great. Good battles. Thank you. And moving it on to our next opponent, Edgar Martinez here. You may have seen him a few times on the channel, and we decided to go in with Alakazam again because don't fix what's not broken, but we're met with an Azumarill, and that is probably the worst thing that we want to see here. We have Shadow Ball, but I'm not staying in that fight. Swapping into Azumarill here, and he's going to be bringing in his Melmetal, and that works for me. Let's go in memory of Jesus. Let's get it. So we are going to just go ahead and go for that Hydro Pump. He decided to shield it up, which is fine. We have the Alakazam in the bag. We have the Stunfisk in the bag. Both of those can handle the Registeel, the Melmetal. So down we go with Thunderbolt. Very interesting with Thunderbolt. That was very unexpected. So we are going to let this go through. It's a Rock Slide. Alakazam barely able to tank that. And we have plenty of energy. We're going to go Shadow Ball. All right, we're able to get to that Shadow Ball. Looking great here. This is going to do big damage to the Azumarill. Yeah, looking great. Swapping into our Stunfisk because the Alakazam is basically done. It's not doing anything for us anymore. And just a little tip. When your Pokemon's low, you get off your health like that or your energy and you have a low health, you're better off swapping because all you're doing for your opponent is allowing them to gain energy. So you might as well swap into your last Pokemon because it's not like you're going to be able to switch again, right? And just gain energy at that point. So they had a Kingler in the back, so he's going spicy. A little sweet, a little spicy. I like it. Very nice. Kingler's actually decent. I've used it before if you got that Legacy Mudshot. And then you have Crabhammer, Spam City, and a lot of damage, right? And we're able to take the win with the Earthquake on the Stunfisk. So at this point in the video, you've probably heard several different tones of my voice because I'm trying, guys. Literally, this is probably the 8th time of recording this on my voice, but every time I do it, it just keeps getting worse. So I'm just like, you know what, just go with it. So we're starting it off with a Deoxys, and we're met with a Claydol. Not good. We need to get the heck out of there. Rock Slide, not very effective. Thunderbolt, not very effective. So we're going to just swap into our Azumarill here. And in comes the Vigoroth. And not the best situation. I mean, we could get countered harder, I suppose. So we're going to go for Hydro Pump. Let's see, can we get this through? Can we get the Hydro Pump through? We have a double KO there. Now we have 2 shields. They have 1. I'm going to wait for that clock to go down so we can't, give anybody an advantage. Perfect. Going in with the Stunfisk, and we're met with the Claydol. This is great. I mean, it's not like so good, but it's, could Earth Power on the Claydol, so we have to look out for that technically. So it's more in their favor. So shielding that up, fantastic. We didn't get the debuff, and they're going to be going into the Skarmory. We're going to swap immediately into our Deoxys. We have energy loaded, going for that Thunderbolt. No more shields on their end. I'm going to let this go through because we can tank this. Don't think I can get to another Rock Slide or a Rock Slide at this point, but that's... Oh, we got there, but we're not able to get it off. But we're going to let it go through. And go in here with the Stunfisk, farm a little bit. Let's go. We have a ton of energy already. Farm a little bit more. Go ahead and hit that Rock Slide so they can't hit us with a Sky Attack and we waste our shield or lose a little bit more health. In comes the Claydol. Going to be going for the Earthquake here and taking the win again with the Stunfisk. Alrighty, so going into the next battle here, we're using the Lantern again, and we're met with a Kingdra. Very interesting. So they're going to be doing neutral damage with that Dragon Breath, and we're going to be doing neutral damage back because of the water typing, and then the Dragon will be helping resist that to some degree, making it neutral. And we let that Octazooka go through. We're letting the next one go through. Our attack did drop there, so that's not great at this point. So going to go ahead and go for another Thunderbolt. I mean, that's all I can do because Kingdra massively resists water moves because of the Dragon and water typing. Unfortunately, we're going to be going down here. On the bright side, they did use a shield, so we're just going to go in here with the Stunfisk and let this go through. Another Octazooka, no attack drop, still farming. They're able to get to another one here. Probably should have just went with Altaria, right? Probably should have just went with Altaria. Now we're finally going to be able to get off this rock side after farming a bunch. Hey, it is what it is. We still have one shield. They have one shield. They're going in here with Hariyama, swapping into the Altaria, and they're going to be going into Whiscash. Now, this is still winnable, but I have to call it. I have to call the bluff or not the bluff when I use my shield. So, when they hit their first charge, what are they going to do? Ice Beam or Blizzard or Mud Bomb? It is going to be Blizzard. I did not shield it up, so at this point, it's a game over. Hey, this is our first loss. I mean, Stunfisk has put it in work, and we're working around these bad situations, bad leads, good leads, bad switch-ins, whatever it may be. Alright, so very good game, and you can't win them all. Down goes the Stunfisk. Alright, well, hey, that would have been the third match if I would have won, so we're going into overtime here. Can he make a comeback? Starting it off with Ninetales. I like the unique picks that he's going with here. Very, very awesome. I really appreciate that. Going with the Lapras again. This is a really good pick also. Our quick move's not very effective, but we're going to be able to hit him with that Surf. Hitting me with the Psyshock, doing good damage here. Did use one shield. We were able to get to another Surf, but you didn't see it. He made a swap. Very nice. Into Ferrothorn. So we're going to be going into our Zapdos with the quick move that I did use a Elite Fast TM on. Thunder Shock, so it's going to be able to charge the moves a little bit faster here than your typical Zapdos, right? And we're going to be building up to the Drill Peck and just go for this. Doing neutral damage because of this Steel typing. Otherwise, obviously, Grass weak to flying. Going to be shielding this up regardless because I just wanted to potentially get off another charge move. I didn't care if I was burning shield at this point because I felt comfortable in the match that I was in. Since he did use all his shields, able to get to another Surf, and this will KO. But the Ferrothorn could come in here and farm me down potentially. I think, let's see. I think the Lapras just may be able to do this. Can we? Can we? Oh, get to Surf. Let's get it. Let's go. This is going to KO. And they have an Altaria in the back. We have a Stunfisk. So, I mean, we won this battle here. So, I'm going to go ahead and go in here with the Zapdos. Just go for that Drill Peck and then immediately swap into the Stunfisk. And then take care of business. So, again, thank you to all three of these battlers. Really appreciate it. 907 Philly Kids, Baknoy, and Edgar Martinez. You guys are awesome, and I really appreciate those battles. If you did enjoy this video, folks, give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and I'll be keeping you up to date on everything Pokemon Go and bringing you some more battles. Thanks for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.